Try to change.
In this segment, we're going to take a look how to accentuate and enhance breathy vocals using a wide variety of Soundtoys plugins. Okay, so let's see what I used. On this track is Little Altar Boy on the vocal track. Little Altar Boy, it's Devil Lock Is Next, Little Plate, CQ, and Phase Mistress, which might be a little strange, but I too am a little strange. Let's listen to the dry vocal first, and then we'll dig into what I did and why, and if there is an explanation. All right, here we go.
Try to change, but I don't care enough.
Okay, so it's a really nice vocal, and this is a vocal that Little Altar Boy very much loves. Does every vocal work with it? No, it doesn't, but some work, and some work really well. This one is just fantastic. Anyway, it's also great for our purposes because it's very breathy. So you can hear a little bit of grungy stuff in there, which is cool. I'm not sure where that is, but we're going to take advantage of it in just a little bit. So I'm not going to put on Little Altar Boy right now. I'm going to put on some of the other ones to accentuate some things first. And we'll start with Little Plate because it's a super easy thing to add to a vocal, and in this case, All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn this guy on, Little Plate on, and we'll back up and listen to the vocal again. All right.
Try to change, but I don't care enough.
See, it's nice already. Little Plate is just so wicked easy to use. I mean, you could take a look. Let me bop away some of these other interfaces here, and so you can see these are the settings that I use. It's simple. It's somewhere between 8 and 16, and mixes, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. The low cut's mostly off, and the mod's on because it makes it very, very interesting. Just a great, easy reverb for vocals. All right, so that's Little Plate. And then after Little Plate, I put this CQ on there, and I started with the vocal patch called Clarity, but I tweaked it quite a bit actually, so this is where we are. And let's listen. And this one I have to explain something after we listen, so I'm going to turn it on.
Try to change, but I don't care enough. Try.
So not too bad. We rolled off some of the low end, across the board because the original vocal still had some in there, even though the verb did not. And the highs are a little high, but that's because we do something back before that we'll need that. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn on Little Altar Boy now and talk about what we did there. So here's Little Altar Boy. Close this guy down. Close this guy down. All right, and this is the modern double preset, almost dead on. I may have moved the mix like that much, but this is it. So let's turn that on and listen again to our vocal. The verb's on, the CQ's on, all together now.
Try to change, but I don't care enough.
So we got a little bit of a format shift to give it a deeper voice. With the mix in like that, it's doubled up. The drive is pushed pretty heavy, and it's grabbing some of that breath and noise and giving it a little grunge. Let me pull the Little Plate off real quick and the CQ, and just listen to that vocal. And I'm gonna go to all wet on the mix so you can hear what that sounds like.
Try to change, but I don't care enough.
So you can hear if you're full wet, you can hear that quantize, the moving of the pitch shift in there, and that's cool. That's a classic effect. But when you mix it back in, you don't hear the actual note changes as much. It's just more of a doubling chorus. It makes it sound like a voice is in there behind her, and that distortion drives and grabs that breath and pulls it up a little bit and gives us something to work with. Now I'm going to turn on the little plate again and a CQ again, and then we'll get into Devil-Lock. So here's little plate, here's CQ, and here comes Devil-Lock. So what I'm doing with Devil-Lock is horrific. So I'm going to turn, thank you. I'm going to turn this down a little bit, and I'm going to turn this mix all the way here so we get the full effect. It's crushed hard on 9, it's crunched on 4. Just the standard slow release as normal and a little darkened up, but this is what it makes with the vocal. Here we go. Whoops, gotta turn it on first.
To change, but I don't care enough.
So what that's doing is grabbing all those noises and breaths and pulling them all way, way up and giving us even a little bit more beef underneath the noisy beef underneath the vocal or the breath of the original vocal. Ooh, my wire's coming out. So that's too much, obviously. So let's mix it all the way out and then find out where the sweet spot is for that. Here we go.
Try to change, but I don't care enough. Try.
Yeah, so it's just a tiny bit of that underneath. And then for our final little piece, I'm going to turn on Phase Mistress because I've got that noise to work with, and Phase Mistress with a little stereo motion in it, a little spread going on. I started with a patch called Overhead's Phase, which is designed for sampled cymbals to give them a little bit of movement. I did that a long time ago, but it works great for voices too because it catches that high-end stuff. So let's listen without, and then I'll turn it on.
Try to change, but I don't care enough. Try to play.
Okay, and like I said, I think the preset that I started with is here in drums. It's called Overhead's Phaser. Yeah. So I started with that one and tweaked it a little bit. It's got, if you pop it open, you can see there's some left-right offset to give it a little bit of stereo motion in there. And we're on Thin Face, which is really great for the airy stuff on the styles. Okay, let's listen now to what it sounds like in the mix with the piano. I'm going to go ahead and leave the effects on for now. We'll listen.
Try to change, but I don't care enough.
And let's try it with all the plugins off. Here we go.
Try to change, but I don't care enough. Try to play.
So there's some tips for enhancing, accentuating, making magical, breathy vocals for your productions. And remember, it's all about source. Whatever's going in, it's gotta fit, and you have to tweak things to fit. These EQ settings don't work for every vocal any more than any other EQ. So yeah, dig in, have fun. Thanks.